Hello and welcome to Not Wasting Time. I am Tracy Glenn, Kenzie Days' dad. Today with me we have Russ Stapleton from what? Huh?
I said hello, hello.
Oh, it's What's in Russ's World or something like that.
What in the world with Russ?
What in the world with Russ? I'll get it sooner or later, Russ. I will get it.
But I'm changing the name to What in the World with Russ and Kinsey because she's always on my show.
Yeah, she's out with a friend today, so she will not be joining me. So all of you who are jumping in to see my lovely daughter, she is not here. Hello, Rob Fuzz. Welcome in. Pearl Manhattan, she was first. And she asked everybody to hit the thumbs up.
Yeah.
So last week's stream was replacing movies with Disney characters, and I did a half-hour stream. I like that stream. I like that topic. So I want to come back to it, only for the fact that, the DMV took a lot of my time last week, so I'm going to do a full hour this week on it. I know we got a couple more, hopefully a couple more people show up. Notifications might have just went out.
Yeah, I got mine. So.
Hello, M. Welcome in. Pearl, you're back. That's great. So the four movies that I was thinking about doing today was either Caddyshack, Breakfast Club, Back to the Future, or Goonies. So I'm going to pick the first movie that we're going to deal with, and that is going to be The Breakfast Club. And if we get around to it, Russ would like to do
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. Which is cool. Yes, the 80s classics. I literally went in and typed in 80 comedies and looked at the movies, and I'm like, I remember this one that really good. I want to do that one. Welcome in Isaac Neal. Welcome in Amy from AJC Magic.
Hey guys.
And Michelle the Quilter. Hello. Huh?
Are you getting an echo from me?
No, is it me? Are you have earbuds?
I think I hear myself coming through your speakers, but I don't know how to fix that. So,
do you have earbuds?
I do.
Oh,
and I can do that. I don't know. Hang on.
Yeah. Every time I put my earbuds down in this house, they disappear.
Yeah.
It's like a myth, and it's not that big of a place. It's not like I'm going over to the West Wing to find my earbuds. Or the library.
Yeah.
Which I guess this would be considered her studio and her library, since all my teaching materials in here. Hello, Michelle the Quilter. I think I said Michelle the Quilter. So, Breakfast Club. We'll start off with the Breakfast Club. So here is the criteria that we had last week. We were taking the Disney characters, the core Disney characters. I'm not saying the Fab Five because there are some outside of the Fab Five. The core Disney characters. We may. Oh, sorry, Mike. I don't know. Maybe I did put the notification out a while ago. Okay. Because there's a lot more characters, and here's the other criteria: we're not sticking with Mickey's Minnie's girl, Daisy is Donald's girl, and Clarabelle and Goofy are an item. We're picking the best characters for that movie, and for that, just say the character that they're playing. We're going to pick the best character for that part. All right. So in the Breakfast Club, we have Emilio Estevez, who plays Andrew Clark. He is the jock.
Yeah.
Paul Gleason plays Richard Berner, who is the principal. And if we all remember the principal from the Breakfast Club, a little bit of a jerk, right? Next, we have the great Anthony Michael Hall, who was in a lot of the Brat Pack movies back in the day. He played Brian Johnson. He was the nerd of the group. Judd Nelson, he was John Bender. He was the outcast and misfit. Right. See, that's where it got me, the misfit. There's two of them that could qualify for that misfit or that.
Yeah.
What I think they called it like a criminal or something to that. Welcome in, Pam.
He's the bad man.
Yeah, he's the bad boy. Then we had Molly Ringwald. She played Claire, and she was the popular girl, the princess, the daddy's princess. And then of course we had Ali Sheedy. Ali Sheedy played the weirdo, the basket. That's what they called her, the basket case, right? Yes. At the end of the movie, they call her the basket case. And then, last but not least, a very minor part in the movie, and he only shows up a couple times, was John.
Capalosa.
Huh?
Capalosa.
Yes, and he played Carl the janitor. So you got that, man. I was struggling with it. My phonics was bad. So, who do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the jock, the bad boy, or do you want to start with just casting those outline the principal or and the janitor?
Well, I was going to say, I think that the kind of the main character is more Molly Ringwald's character, isn't she? So
we could start with Molly Ringwald. Claire. She played Claire. If you don't remember the movie, Claire. Man, I'm trying to remember.
It's been forever since I've watched these. So
it's been forever. I mean, I think the last time I really remember, kind of thinking about the Breakfast Club is when we watched Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, welcome in, Carlos, Disney World freak. We're talking movies again, Carlos. Hopefully you've seen some of these movies. We're talking Breakfast Club now. It's a classic 80s comedy from the Brat Pack. The only one that actually had more of the Brat Pack in it was St. Elmo's Fire, if I'm not mistaken. They even who else was in? Who else was in it? Yeah.
My favorite Breakfast Club is like bacon, eggs, and sausage.
Kinsey actually had.
I saw that
bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. Oh yes, St. Elmo's Fire had Debbie Moore, which was one of the last of the Brat Pack. She was the older nurse in St. Elmo's Fire. We're all in that club. I really got to get out of that club. So Molly Ringwald, out of the characters, and chat, you can also chime in. Who do you think would be best cast as Claire from the Breakfast Club, the Molly Ringwald character, the princess? I have my idea for it. And my idea would be Minnie. I would go with Minnie 100% of the way.
That's kind of what I want to do. Is she's that princess character. She's got that sweet heart and innocent kind of heart, but also she likes the bad boy. So
yeah. Let's see. I forgot why she was in there.
Yeah, I don't remember either I don't remember why really any of them were in detention, but yeah.
Well, I remember the jock. He taped another boy's buttocks together using duct tape. The nerd, he cheated. No, he had a flare gun. He brought a flare gun into school because the shop teacher was going to fail him.
Pearl says that she cut class to shop. So.
Oh, that's right. She cut class to shop. Thank you, Pearl. The basket case, Ali Sheedy's character, she just volunteered to come in on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then, the bad boy, John, he just probably was always in trouble. And if you remember the beginning of the movie when he kept speaking up, I think he ended up with a couple more weeks of detention. So we're going with Minnie Mouse. AJC Magic is going with Daisy.
Daisy.
So yeah. Pearl. I could see Daisy in this character too.
I don't know. Daisy's a little bit more sassy than Minnie, but
I think if we were going to cast, all right. So in the chat, there's about 8 of us here. So there's 2 of us on here. So that makes around about 10. Hopefully we have more shopping in sooner or later. What do you think? I'm going with Minnie. Russ, you're going with
I still say Minnie.
Minnie. So that's 2. How about it, chat? What do you think? Is it Minnie or Daisy for the character of Claire from The Breakfast Club?
So we've got 2 daisies already.
Yes, we have
Minnie. Isaac says Minnie.
Isaac says Minnie.
Minnie's winning out.
Yep.
She was kind of a sassy princess, yeah, Amy. So I mean, I don't know. I just see her because I'm thinking ahead for the bad boy character and the fit there, but for me, so.
Oh, you're a couple steps ahead of us. If we can go a bit outside of the names, I will say Clarice, which would have been Chippendale's girlfriend.
That would be a good one.
That is a good one, Mike.
And actually, I think Peggy, Pete's wife,
okay,
from the Goof Troop. But again, I don't know how far we're going with the characters. So.
Yeah, like I said, it's core characters. I mean, obviously, we're going to run. Listen, when I there was a couple of different movies I was thinking today. I was thinking Godfather, Goodfellas. I can't wait to get to like Godfather. Can you imagine we're going to do this with the Godfather? But I don't see Mickey Mouse being Michael Corleone. That would be awesome, though, right? Could you imagine Mickey Mouse as Michael Corleone?
Or do Scarface?
Yes.
Say hello to my little friend.
Well, it looks like. Hey, Dan, how are you? Disney Dan's in the house.
Hey, Dan.
So, Disney Dan, if you don't know, what we're doing is we're taking a classic movie as The Breakfast Club, and we're taking the characters from Disney and casting them into the fits of those characters from the Breakfast Club. So right now we're on either Daisy or Minnie for Claire, the princess. I'm gonna go. You want to go with Minnie? I think we're going to call it Minnie.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so Minnie Mouse. Do we want to just go on into Allison, Ali Sheedy's character? She plays the basket case. I mean, this is easy to say Daisy because Daisy could definitely be a basket case at times. But she cleans up really nice, and she becomes very pretty when she when and not that she needed to, because everybody's beautiful in her own way. They pulled her hair out of her face and they gave her a little bit of makeup, and I think she ended up going out, or like her and Emilio Estevez, Andrew Clark's character, ended up liking each other by the end of that movie. If only high school was as easy as a John Hughes movie.
I'm trying to think somebody else other than Daisy, because those are kind of the only 2 girls. I'm trying to think.
Well, we have Clarabelle. We can go outside.
We got Clarabelle.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm almost thinking like Webby from DuckTales.
Is this the new DuckTales?
No, I'm talking about the original DuckTales. She was kind of the nerdy sister girl, the cousin.
Right.
She was very smart, but also a little nerdy. So I don't know. That's kind of what I'm kind of thinking. I'm just trying to think who else.
How's this? What if we even gender bend it?
Yeah.
We can gender bend the characters. Do you think there would be another character that would make a better fit? Any of the characters?
Hmm.
Hmm. Uh, Chat. Anybody think that any character, male or female? What do you think? Goofy has the basket
Goofy has
case.
the basket case.
I could see Goofy volunteering for detention. I personally never volunteered for detention. Every time I ended up in detention, not that I say I ever did. No way. I was a good boy. Good boy. Yeah, that was a head shake and a no, Mike, just to let you know. I was always mandated to go to detention. I don't know. I think they just liked me in detention every once in a while. But I left that lifestyle. Like by 11th grade, I cleaned right up, and yeah, talking about school. Wonder why.
Trying to think like even one of the princesses
Mm.
who would fit the best in that character. Kind of I don't know, maybe a Belle.
Ooh, you really want to get on Max Bad's side, don't you?
She's not here.
If she's watching, she's mad now, buddy.
Oh man, she's already mad at me because she's coming to have to eat all that nasty snack stuff on Saturday.
No, see, personally, if I was thinking if we're gonna go out into the princesses, I would have said someone like Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is kind of a hard one to put in there because she's not like a nerdy type character. She just I don't know, just different. She's her own. She beats her own drum. Or I wonder maybe like an Alice. Amy says Rapunzel.
It's true.
Yeah, Mike likes Alice.
All right, so let's say we go outside the box here. We have Goofy, Alice, or Rapunzel. Which one would you go with?
I think Alice. I like Alice.
Alice?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I like Alice too. Now that it's been brought up. What about a guy? Well, obviously, Amy likes Rapunzel. Pearl's. I don't know if Pearl's down with Goofy or she wants to change, but
Well, I think she said Goofy as the I guess
yeah, Goofy is a basket case, right?
Yeah. Or maybe even like Anna. But yeah, I think I like Alice the best.
Pearl said she's going to stick with Goofy. Amy switched over to Alice. I think Alice does work good. Hello, Jeffrey Resendez. Welcome in.
Hey, Jeffrey.
Pearl, we're still talking about Ellie Sheedy's character.
Yeah.
You know what? What do you think, Russ? We're going to go with Alice?
I think Alice. I think yeah.
Sorry, Pearl. We're going to go with Alice.
That or we can go with the obvious one and say the Mad Hatter.
That's so true. How about the Jock? Let's cast the Jock. Yeah. Who would you say? Because now the next two. We have three boys to cast. We have the nerd, the misfit or the bad boy, and the jock.
Yep.
I would say the jock. If I'm going to cast the jock, I'm going to cast the man, the myth, the legend himself, Minnie Mouse. Oh yeah. Right. Pearl likes Donald for the jock.
Yeah.
I personally, I mean, I liked Mickey for it.
Did you?
Yeah. Only for the fact that I can see Donald as the misfit or as the bad boy. But then again, I mean, you got when you look at it, is you have three popular kids, and they're popular in normal groups. For if we all remember high school and how much we dreaded high school, and I guess the way I see it, um, you know, things in my world changing and going back to thinking about high school. So, um, high school was tough.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's over. I'm so glad it's over for her. Unfortunately, now she has to move on with other things.
I think I like for the jock. Now, if we're going with like the Fab Five characters, I actually like Goofy as a jock.
Really?
Just because of the kind of I don't know, a little bit of the meathead kind of, he just kind of flighty,
Okay.
But if we're going for other characters, I'm going to say Gaston.
Ooh, we did go outside the core character. And yes, Pearl, they needed a band geek. They did not have a band.
Yeah.
True Gaston. That's a tough one.
So what do we think?
I don't know, guys. What are we all thinking? So let's say we're gonna go down between the jock is gonna be between Gaston, and I like it is Gaston or Goofy. I'll go with that. Gaston or Goofy for the jock.
Pearl's kind of leaning towards Gaston. Mike likes Mickey for the jock.
Oh yeah, and Donald for the troublemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike. I think we're gonna have to go out of the core a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll give it about one more.
I think the issue with the Fab Five only is that they're all kind of too nice. Other than maybe Donald, but Donald is just kind of, he just gets mad. So
Well, that's why I say core. If we move outside of the Fab Five, you have the core of the melodies.
Or maybe for the jock we could use Dale.
Oh, Dale.
We did. Nerd, we could use Chip.
For who?
For the nerd, we could use Chip.
Chip and Dale. Didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
But I think we added Gaston, so I think we're going to go with.
Kind of got it. Yeah.
We're going to go with Gaston. Even though the jock character Andrew becomes a nice guy at the end.
Right.
All right. So let's go with the. You want to cast the misfit or the nerd? I say we go with the nerd.
Yeah, let's go with the nerd.
Who would you say would be the nerd? The guy who the kid got into detention because he. I remember when they were talking about their stories, and I mean it's been a while. I think what he says is he took shop class because he thought it was going to be easy.
Yeah.
And he couldn't build a birdhouse, and they were going to give him a bad grade, and it was going to drop his GPA. Right. I think he said he brought in a flare gun, and it went off in his locker. Now, could you imagine in today's day and world if the kid had a flare gun in his locker?
Yeah.
He wouldn't be serving no Saturday detention.
I was gonna say, he wouldn't be in detention. I'm trying to think of this guy's name. Give me 1 second. I'm looking it up. Because he's the first one that I thought of.
What movie?
Well, it's one of the characters. Ludwig von Drake. You know, the duck scientist.
Oh yeah.
Here, this guy, that guy.
Oh, I would take him in a heartbeat.
Because I mean, he's a scientist, he's a nerd, but he's also like eccentric, you know. And he's like, well, he's an inventor, and he makes these weird things, and they usually blow up in his face. So
Ludwig
Ludwig von Drake.
Mike. Yeah. Von Drake.
Yep.
Okay. So now we're gonna go to the Misfit.
All right.
And I think if we don't go with Donald, I think we got to go with Mickey on here.
Well,
Mickey.
I was going to say Mickey.
Yeah.
Because he can play the bad boy.
Oh, definitely he can play the bad boy.
In fact, I even have a T-shirt with him as a bad boy on it. So. in the exact same costume.
Mike, you could have came up with that a little bit earlier. That would have been perfect too.
Yeah, Launchpad would have been good. Yeah,
Launchpad would have been excellent.
I love how we're going with like all the DuckTales characters
now. I grew up on DuckTales. I used to
love it. I love DuckTales.
Can you imagine Mickey Mouse running down the hallway singing "I Want to Be an Air Force Ranger"? I can't do the voice, but can you just picture? Can you just imagine it? Trying to get the other kids out of trouble, or what they were going to look for in his locker. I don't think Mickey would do that.
No,
but we're casting the character. So I'm gonna go with Mickey. What are you gonna go with?
I think Mickey. Yeah. In fact, let me pull my T-shirt real quick. You guys can see.
Oh no, Pearl! I don't think that would be Disney approved at all.
There he is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the Mickey. Who's going to serve 13 weeks of detention? Was it 13 weeks? I don't remember how he got up, how far he got up. So I'm going to go with Mickey. We're going to agree. Everybody in the chat, we like Mickey. All right. I'm actually writing this stuff down. Mickey Mouse. So we have two more characters. We don't have to cast the janitor. I mean, that's cool. You know, that's just a side character. But then that leaves Donald Duck for the principal, and I think that fits.
That's what I was going to say. Is Donald as the principal?
Donald has to. Donald Duck. Donald Duck is the principal, Principal Vernon, who was looking at people's personal records while he was watching. Was he the vice principal or was he the principal at the time?
I don't remember.
Okay. Whatever. We won't cast the janitor. It's a side note. Well, we did cast Mickey in a cameo. So let's janitor Pete. He gets a cameo. We'll give him Pete. And I think what we'll say is, who's going to direct this one? Because we actually gave a director to the last movie. I say, just like the Coen brothers, I think Chip and Dale are the directors of the Disney Breakfast Club characters.
I think that works.
So, for the Disney Breakfast Club, we're going with our directors, Chip and Dale. Emilio Estevez or Andrew Clark, the jock of the we reached outside the core and we went with Gaston. We could have had Launchpad if Mike was a little quicker. But that's okay. And Anthony Michael Hall, the nerd of the character. We're going with Ludwig Van Drake, Professor Van Drake. He is going to be our nerd. John Bender, our bad boy, outcast, or the misfit. That is going to be our main guy, Mickey Mouse. For the Molly Ringwald, Claire is our friend Minnie Mouse, who ends up with the misfit or the bad boy, Mickey Mouse. So we actually did get a character couple out of this.
Yep.
And then for our outcast or weirdo, we went with Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And for a cameo, we went with Pete the cat.
And then Mike just gave us the setting at Beast Castle in the library.
Oh, yes. Awesome. Hey.
What?
You coming on or no?
In a minute.
Yeah. Guess who's home?
Okay.
So we're gonna have at the Beast Castle, because the Beast and the Beast, they're all going to the University of some provincial town.
It's Quiet Village.
It's a quiet village with people that just stop to say, "Hey,
bonjour."
What up?
Hey, look who I found! I found
No, I just came home.
the better half of my group." Well, no, the better half's actually working.
Yeah. I'm the better third.
Yes. So, Ken's, what we ended up doing was Breakfast Club.
Ooh.
And Mike gave us the setting for the detention and Breakfast Club is
Where?
in the library at the Beast Castle.
Cool. I like that.
The directors are Chip and Dale.
Yep.
We have Gaston for the jock part. We have Donald Duck for the principal. Ludwig Van Drake. You still got that picture?
But yeah.
Oh, that's all right. And Mickey Mouse for the bad boy. Minnie Mouse for the popular princess girl. And Alice from Alice in Wonderland is the Ali Sheedy weird part. And we gave Pete the other part of the cameo.
Ooh, I like it.
So now we're going to move on to Russ's movie. And this is the movie that Russ picked.
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Nice.
So
It's been forever since I've watched that, so I don't know if I'll.
McFly.
I
McFly.
watched it. It's been a while.
McFly.
You're pretty good at that, Tracy.
No, I haven't watched the movie in forever, so I don't
No,
remember.
don't worry. It's cool. It's Back to the Future.
Okay.
She's just mad because I was knocking her on the head,
No.
calling her McFly.
No, I'm tired. I'll know I'm tired.
Yeah.
So, Michael J. Fox plays Marty McFly, the boy who goes back in time. Christopher Lloyd, excellent actor. And if you don't remember Christopher Lloyd, some of us remember him from Taxi. There's one line.
Before he had gray hair.
Oh my goodness. There's one line in Taxi I remember when he was going for his cabbie license. The Christopher Lloyd character, and I don't know how many other people remember this. I mean, I'm not that old, and Taxi was a little bit before my time, so I remember watching a couple of reruns. He was taking the driver's test, and he was asking the question, "What do you do at a yellow light?" And one of the cabbies were telling him, "Slow down." So he goes, "What do you do at a yellow light?" And they're going, "Slow down." So he got almost to a point where he was like, "What do you?" That's the one line out of all of the Taxi that I remember, or that I've seen. That's the one line that I always remember. That was a classic Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah.
Awesome job. And Taxi had a great cast too. You talk about Taxi. You had Danny DeVito, Judd Hirsch. No, is it? Yeah, Judd Hirsch. Oh, Christopher Lloyd. What's the one actor there? The comic.
There's a lot of comics.
No.
It's fine. You
Yeah.
don't need to know it right
Okay,
now.
so wait, Christopher Lloyd. I went on a tangent.
Andy Kaufman.
Gosh, Andy Kaufman. Man on the Moon. You remember that movie?
No.
Stay on topic.
Okay.
This is why I have to be here.
Yeah.
How often has it gotten off topic, Russ?
We got through Breakfast Club fine.
We did it about a half hour.
Okay.
Oh, well.
We gotta end a little early.
Yeah, we're going to end up a little early today. Which is good because Back to the Future does not have as many characters. So Leah Thompson, who plays Lorraine Baines or slash McFly, because that is Marty's mom, and Marty plays the love interest for Baines in the past, which is weird. Yes, Kaneki from Greece.
Yeah.
That was in
Yeah.
Taxi. Yeah.
I love Grease.
But do you remember Taxi?
No, I've never watched Taxi. I know Grease though. Mom always said I would play Good Sandy if we did it.
Totally different. Although it would be funny to see a musical version of Taxi.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And next we have Crispin Glover, who plays George McFly, the nerdy, little self-conscious character that ends up taking on our next character, which is played by Thomas F. Wilson, Biff
Let me
Tannen.
go try the shirt on.
Okay. Biff Tannen. He is the bully. I could say we could start with the bully because I already have my mind set on who I would play the bully, and it kind of works. Or should he play outside? Do we want to gender bend it, or do we want to just leave it? Because I was gonna go right back to Pete because Pete.
That's who I would, because he's the classic bully villain. So yeah.
Yeah, but Scrooge McDuck, he could play it.
We'll see. I'm going to use Scrooge elsewhere. So.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, dude. I never even thought about that. And Mike Wheeler said if we were going back to Lookwood with McDuck, we would have
Andre.
But I think so. We want to go with Pete. How is everybody feeling about Pete for the bully, Biff Tannen, who ends up playing all the Tannens in the movies? Episode Back to the Future 2 and 3. He plays even the Western bully.
Mm-hmm.
That is the same person, Thomas F. Wilson.
We can cast Mater as the manure truck.
Oh yeah, the one that big one's into. I can see it now. What you doing back there?
I just saw her Rusty shirt, and that's what I thought of.
So how about we go with Pete? I'm down with Pete.
I think so.
You like Pete for Biff?
Yeah, definitely. That fits him.
I actually was writing stuff down today.
Wow, I'm so proud of you. You actually prepared for a stream.
I did.
Yeah, be proud of yourself.
I am.
Max says McFly. I agree.
McFly. Max, the little Max for Little McFly, or Crispin Glover's character.
Goofy's son, Max.
Right.
That's who we're thinking about because he's younger. And he could.
Yeah, but he has to play an older character too, right, Russ?
So McFly, I was actually thinking Mickey.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
I was thinking Mickey. Well, wait. Okay. Are we thinking Crispin Glover's character, or are we thinking Michael J. Fox's character?
Crispin Glover.
Okay. So yeah, for Crispin Glover, then I was going to say Mickey.
You really?
Yeah.
You were going to go with Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mac Mike Wheeler likes Max for McFly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or we go Max with McFly as Marty McFly, because he just said McFly, because Max could make a pretty good
Yeah,
Marty
that's what
McFly.
I was thinking.
True.
I was thinking Marty.
I still have a different pick, but that's good. Yeah, he says that Max should be Marty McFly, the main character. So yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Kens?
I think that is really good decision.
How about it, chat? You can drop it in there. What do you think of Mickey as George McFly, who ends up, you know, he's a bit of a weakling in the beginning, and at the end of the movie, he's actually rich and powerful.
Yeah, I like him because he's he's a timid character and he's kind of quiet and so.
All right, I'm gonna go with Mickey. Mickey as George McFly.
All right.
That works.
Christopher Lloyd, the Doc Brown.
So I like Scrooge McDuck for that.
Oh, that's perfect. That is like
I also like Ludwig von Drake, but I think Scrooge will work better with the character that I want for.
totally. I agree. Write it down. No questions asked.
There's
You
other-
wanted me to be here. I'm gonna say my piece.
Executive decision.
Exactly. I'm graduating tomorrow. Cut me slack.
Dougie, welcome in, Dougie.
What up?
Mike says that sounds good to him. So
Okay.
hey, Dougie.
So Doc Brown, we're gonna go with
Scrooge.
Just as Dougie comes in, talking about
Huh?
Scrooge.
Christus Dougie. Yeah. Coincidence. I think not.
And then what else did you write?
How about Leah Thompson? Leah Thompson or the Lorraine character?
I'm gonna go with Daisy.
You're gonna go with Daisy.
Yeah.
What do you think? The one that plays his mom and the love interest, or the one that she has a crush on Marty?
Yes. No,
But
that makes sense.
She's.
I know it's weird. It's a little uncomfortable.
But we did this last week. It doesn't have to be their relationships.
No, I wasn't saying that. That's fine. I don't care.
Scrooge is all we need.
We're
We're good. So, Dougie, real quick, what we're talking about is we're taking the movie Back to the Future and casting Disney characters inside the Back to the Future movie. So they're playing the characters from that Back to the Future. So right now we have Scrooge McDuck as Emmett Brown, Doc Emmett Brown, Mickey Mouse as George McFly, the father and / friend, and the Biff Tannen role went to Pete, who has a bigger role in most of the other movies that we have now cast him in. So Lorraine, you want to go with Daisy? What do you think? Daisy people out there?
Mike thinks that it works.
Yep.
Daisy would be a good character, yeah. All right. And you said Max for Marty?
Well, I was gonna actually say Donald for Marty,
What do you think?
but Max works as well. So,
But I like Donald too.
but yeah, I think either one. I mean, it works either way.
Amy likes Max.
I think
I think
character-wise, it works with Max.
Yeah, but
Because he's a younger kid.
Well, not a minute of that. I mean, you just think of the antics of Max, and I think Max, from what you've seen him in Goof Troop and Goofy Movie and stuff like
I
that,
love Goofy movie.
he would make a great Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Goofy movie. That is a good
Yeah.
movie.
So it looks like we're gonna end up.
Yeah, people are going with Max.
I think Max is the popular one. That's good.
All right. So it is a shorter cast list. I mean, there's other characters, but there's not.
We've got Jennifer and we've got Mr. Strickland.
Oh, well, yeah, Mr. Strickland. I wrote down some of the main ones. I didn't really get. So Mr. Strickland, the principal, called everybody slackers, right?
Yeah.
Slacker. Hi, Diz our Dream. Hi, Angela.
Ange.
So who would you pick as the principal then? If we're going outside the box, we're going outside the core. If we want to jump out,
Yeah, I'm trying to think of because now we haven't used Goofy yet, but I don't necessarily if you see him
calling people slackers.
as the oh, you slacker.
Sorry, I'm on my phone back here. I'm figuring out some stuff. I'm just here to give him moral support.
Yeah.
Maybe Goofy might play a good one in there.
I don't know what you guys think in the chat. It could be Mr. Strickland.
If they remember Back to the Future, which why wouldn't you? I mean, that's a great movie.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We got.
Well, we already used Pete.
What about the Sheriff of Nottingham from Robin Hood?
How?
I don't think Dad's ever seen Robin Hood.
I don't think I've seen Robin Hood, but I know what the.
I can't remember the last time.
We didn't use
We
Donald,
watched
did
that.
we?
No.
Well, we didn't use Donald after all. I mean,
Amy said Donald has a temper.
Yeah.
Donald does have a temper. I can see him call. I can't do a Disney. I can't do any of these voices, but I could see.
Don't attempt them. I would very much appreciate that.
Again, we're back to another high school movie, somewhat because they do go back to high school.
Oh, are you doing this one next week?
Well, next week or in the future.
I gotta be there for Goonies. I love that movie so much. That one's going in my movie journal.
See, I think Donald will be okay for Strickland. And then I'm going to throw in Pluto as Einstein.
Yeah, never really cast. Oh yeah, Pluto for Einstein. Absolutely. Mike says he has a character, but he can't remember his name.
Yes.
Get him to describe it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who's he from?
Yeah, what movie or TV show?
Yeah, Einstein's definitely Pluto. We haven't casted Pluto in any movies yet. Here's it. Pluto's probably, if Pluto was a real actor, could you imagine him getting done? Cut! Pluto getting up. Really? Do I have to walk on all fours all the time?
Well, he'd be like the one that Pluto at the parks. Going over and eating a donut.
Interesting. All right. So principal.
We should probably and then.
Strickland is. Would Launchpad work anywhere? Ooh. I would love to. Who did we say we were going with that?
For what?
Principal. I'm going to say Goofy.
You gonna say Goofy? Well,
I think he's going to stretch his role.
all right.
All right.
As the principal.
All right. Who are we going to direct with this? Who's going to direct it?
Let's see. So it would be a Robert Zemeckis.
Let's give it to Launchpad.
Oh, I just froze again. There we go.
Launchpad?
Sure.
So our Back to the Future is directed by Launchpad and starring Max as Marty McFly, Scrooge McDuck as Dr. Emmett Brown, Lorraine and Daisy Duck as Lorraine, Mickey Mouse as George McFly, Pete as Biff Tannen, and Principal Strickland is Goofy. I want to thank you guys for showing up. I do have to cut it a little early. I want to thank the Live Place for posting my show on the Live Place or hosting. If you're looking for any family-friendly streamers out there, please check out the Live Place. Great place to find a good people.
Yeah.
Russ, what do you got coming up?
Well, let's see.
Other than punishing my daughter on Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Come back on Saturday.
Good.
Come back on Saturday. She was getting adventurous yesterday. She tried a breakfast sandwich, so
Yeah.
Yes.
getting warmed up. And then Sunday is Nerd Talk with over on my channel for Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
The good one.
Uh,
Yeah,
Oh,
you get your
you
good
guys
one.
did.
Worked on my notes on that yesterday, and I'm excited. And yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Thank you, Michelle.
And then I'm also at some point, hopefully either this afternoon or tomorrow, I'm baking a pie, and I'm going to make a video for that. So you can watch.
And tomorrow, yeah, so you have Saturday coming up. You're gonna have Kenzie. What in the world with Kenzie? Russ and Kenzie.
now.
I'm changing the logo.
That's at 3:00. And tomorrow night on is it Digital Dreams
I have
channel?
no clue whose channel is on.
Um,
No clue. I don't remember.
one of our channels, either Diz or Dream, Tracy, Glenn, Kenzie Day's dad, or
Kenzie Days.
Kenzie Days herself.
Yeah.
Check out Pizza Time, Pizza Family. What are we calling it?
Friday family pizza night.
Friday Family Pizza. I don't know what pizza I'm making yet, but I'm going to be making a pizza. And then on Saturday, Kenzie will be there on Russ's stream. On Sunday, we have Nerd Talk. Monday night.
What do we have else going on Sunday?
Oh, there's nothing special.
Graduation
Nothing
party.
at all.
A graduation online party. I'll be sending some emails out to people for giving some timetables.
People are going to be hanging out, and we're going to throw a party because I'm graduating tomorrow from high school. I'm going to be a high school graduate.
Don't remind us all.
I remind you all very often.
And then on Monday, Kenzie's going to do 4:30, if I'm not mistaken. And then
Yeah.
I'll be back here again on Thursday. Don't
Everyone
forget.
wants you to do barbecue chicken.
Oh, barbecue chicken pizza. That's right. I thought I was
Yeah,
going
you
to say
said you
that.
were going to do that.
Yeah.
So coming up at 5:00, there are two streamers that are coming on. There is Mr. Gonzo,
We're gonna be
Adventures
on.
with Mr. Gonzo. We are going to be guests on Adventures from Mr. Gonzo. So if you want to check that out, and if you
We'll
don't,
also put up Dreaming with the Mouse.
oh, absolutely.
Watch it at both at the same time.
Yeah, you stream both at the same time. You get to see some of our best friends and us. Dreaming with the Mouse. Diz or Dream, I don't know exactly whose channel it is
I'm
on.
about to go look.
And check out our friends.
I
Is our
believe
dream?
it's on Myers and the Mouse, but I'm not.
Is our dream?
Is it on? Okay. I'm sorry.
Angela and Jeff with Mama and Kelly Mouse. Check out this Dreaming with the Mouse. Guarantee they're going to talk about Disney bathrooms at some time in that.
Well,
Yep.
if you know what Kelly's working on at the moment, then yes, they will.
I'm going to have to watch that replay. I will miss it, but I will definitely get back there. So I'm just going to sign off because someone's telling me to. And guys, thank you for stopping by. We're having a great time. I'm probably next week we won't do this again, but we're definitely coming back to this topic. And I think
Because we got to do the Goonies.
well, we got Goonies, and I really want to do The Godfather or one of those classic old time movies. All right, guys, thank you for coming by, for not wasting your time. Thank you for giving me your Thursday. Have a great day. Enjoy, and
Bye, guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
You got yours up?